Réveille-toi!
What?
I'm the ghost of users as innovators. I think you need some help. Come with me. So I'm the ghost of users as innovators. And I'm going to explain you what is it about. So the sources of innovation are widely diverse.
Isn't that a Van Hippel theory?
Yeah, that's the man. And he's saying that the main source of innovators come from the manufacturers. But of course, some other sources exist, like the suppliers, but also the users themselves. Van Hippel said that 10 to 40% of all the users in the world are trying to develop and improve the product, which means that the source of innovation in that area is huge. Of course, these innovators can be individual users, or they can be also company users.
Okay, then how does this work?
In fact, there are 5 steps. Let me show you. First, the user identifies a need. Then he will create a design space, which means he's going to look at different design possibilities for a product. The third phase is to create and build a prototype. Then the user will show the value added of this product. So the last phase is called free revealing. It's when users are going to spread their knowledge to the outside world.
Then why, as an innovator, would you want to spread that or share that information out?
Users think that they cannot retain the information for too long because the knowledge is spread all over the world, so other users are going to come with the same solution. Second, they don't see any value in contracting any patents. Third, they want to benefit also from other users improving their own solution. And fourth, they want to have a positive reputation in improving the life of other people.
So what is the role of the manufacturer?
In fact, in this entire innovation is mainly focused on users, but manufacturers are responsible for the commercialization of the product. They will only intervene after all the previous steps are over, when they see that other users are interested in that product. And then their role will be to analyze the product in terms of engineering. They will improve the product and adapt it to the manufacturing process. And they will produce it, market it, and sell it on the market. So this type of innovators are called lead users for 2 reasons. First, they are in advance in regard to the trend of the market. I mean, they are on the leading edge. Second, they personally have an high benefit from their solution. And Van Hippel has shown that the stronger these 2 characteristics, the more attractive will be the product.
So what fosters this type of innovation?
The first reason is, of course, the need that the users have. Another reason is the absence of product on the market, because the lead users are positioned before the innovators' customers' phase.
Okay.
A third reason is that the risk of innovating is very little, because the only risk that exists is that the product is not working, or that it's going to be obsoleted by another product on the market. The last reason is that the user is going to benefit from the product quite immediately after its invention.
So what are the advantages to this type of innovation?
I think there are many. The first one is that it brings a clear solution to the problem of the user. The second one, for the manufacturers, it will save a lot of marketing and R&D cost, and it will reduce the risk of launching an unsuccessful product on the market.
Right. So I guess to a certain extent the users provide something new to the manufacturers that they never would have had.
Yeah, totally. But let me illustrate you this theory with a real case study.
Let's talk about the invention of Cuttle wall cleaner and how it turned into the world-famous children clay Play-Doh. To do so, we have to travel at the end of the 19th century in the USA. At that time, people were using coal as heating fuel, which had the main drawback of leaving black soot trails on wallpapers. However, wallpapers were not washable with water and soap. Therefore, people started to seek solutions and invented some homemade dough mixture to clean their walls. Soon, many companies realized the potential of this solution and started producing and selling an industrial version on the market. One of those numerous firms was called Cuttle Products. The business was flourishing and Kettle, by proposing a non-toxic and ductile wall cleaner, became the market leader during 20 years. But suddenly, at the beginning of the 50s, the apparition of gas and oil furnaces, as well as vinyl washable wallpapers, made the market of wall cleaner drop drastically. By chance, they realized that there was a need for cheap Christmas tree decorations in schools, which could be made with wall cleaner. The success came by trying their non-toxic and non-stainable wall cleaner in a nursery, from which children really enjoyed modeling and cutting shapes. Kettle slightly modified the recipe, transferring wall cleaner's technology to the new colorful, malleable and almond-flavored modeling clay, famously known as Play-Doh.
Alright, that was very interesting, but obviously as you being the ghost of users as innovators, there seemed to be a different kind of innovation happening. Am I correct?
In fact, I was also talking about another kind of innovation which is called exaptation or transfer innovation. It starts with the biological term exaptation, which defines how a feature which is selected by natural selection for a particular function can be employed for new use.
Okay, so now what is the link then with innovation?
Exaptation can definitely be applied to innovation and can explain the evolutionary innovation. In fact, exaptation is an intentional process of using an old product to develop new functionalities and then create a new market.
Okay, so that was interesting, but then what generates this type of innovation?
It's definitely the interaction between the producers and the users. It can be divided in two parts. The first one is more at the micro level. Even if exaptation is more a technology push innovation, it starts with the users and the interaction with the product. So in that case, it can be closely related to the users as innovators theory. But the users doesn't invent a new product. It's just taking an old one and finding new functionality to it. The second step is more macro level. It's done at the company, where there is a creation of a new product, of a new market, and they are developing new patterns to fulfill the new functionalities.
So I guess what you're saying to a certain extent are that the advantages are that, little investments required by a manufacturer, for instance, because they can just use the product they have already produced in another way.
Yeah, that's right.
Then what are some of the limits that you would have?
You're asking too many questions. In fact, exaptation is quite unpredictable. You don't really know what's going to happen. And the second limit will be that the success of the new product will be also quite uncertain, because you don't know if the market is going to welcome the new product or not.
So far, everything I've heard is talking about the importance of diversity for innovation, because innovation can come from many sources, whether it's manufacturers, users, through strict processes, through accidents, but nonetheless it's costly for manufacturers to achieve the long-term R&D. And companies shouldn't limit themselves to one type of innovation. On the contrary, though, they need to explore many possibilities. And as we've currently moved from, the 50s where information was limited, to now we have web-based tools, we have prediction markets, we have digital communication, Facebook, blogs, and all sorts of ways to communicate with one another. Furthermore, since the knowledge is available for individuals, the potential use for innovation is more significant than ever. And innovation is and clearly will continue to be distributed in the next future. Man, crazy dreams about ghosts and all this innovation. Let me see what other users online are saying about my ideas from yesterday. Ooh, this is a good idea. Yes, I think I have a solution to this. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. Something else from yesterday. Wait. From yesterday, this is broken, but now it's together. Huh. I think I have an idea. Okay. Yes, that will work. Perfect. Super glue. So many people are probably wondering how I came out with such a great product called super glue. Well, as you saw before, I was actually working on a product for World War II for precision gun sights. Then, when I moved to Eastman Kodak and began working, I realized the product that I was using had very sticky substances that were difficult to work with and could instantly bond things together. And that's now why we have super glue. It was through an accident but now it's one of the best-selling items.